hello, projector friend, and welcome to your reading for the week of December 9th to the 15th, 2024. But know that if you are stumbling across this at a later date, you are definitely still in the right place. As with all readings, take what serves you well and just let go of the rest. One of the most comforting things about being human is that we have free will choice. So no matter what messages Spirit has for us this week, we always have the power to change them. All right, this week I feel drawn to receive a message from the fairies, followed by a message from the mermaids, and then we will consult the tarot, our friends there, for a past, present, and future reading. Okay, let's dive in and see what guidance do the fairies have for our projectors this week? All right, and it is moderation. Oh, not a bad card to get in December. Okay, so we have moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. I love, oh, that's interesting. I'm working on positioning with my ring light. All right, so with moderation, this is a good lesson for everybody. December can be a month of indulgence. My partner and I have already been committed to doing dry January together, and also just kind of scaling back and really focusing. And you're being called to do this now rather than later. So take a look at how you could maybe be a little bit more moderate this week. It doesn't have to be with food. It doesn't have to, with drinking. It can be with whatever, right? If you've been exercising too much, like maybe it's time to take a little bit of a break, because we can overdo anything, right? Like it's not like moderation in everything is typically the key. If you end up getting the temperance card, we are really knowing that in the past, present, future, then that will really reinforce this. We'll just see what happens, right? Maybe, you never know. Okay, and then the mermaids, what do the mermaids? Oh, there we go. And we have a jumper. Houston, we have a jumper. Okay, and it is contentment. All right, now here we have, this is very interesting, we have a mermaid out of the water, which we actually don't see very much in this deck. But the thing is that there's a lighthouse in the distance. Okay, so there's like a beacon of hope in the distance, right? Like that's a beacon of protection and hope out in the distance. But she is content even though she's out of her natural environment. And I think that is the key to this card, right? Contentment is a really lovely space. It is kind of to be desired on the daily, right? Like, I'm thinking about your sign right now. So your sign is success, right? And your not self is bitterness. And contentment is like somewhere in the middle, right? It's actually moderate, right? So moderate. And so things aren't going to be that exciting this week, and that's okay, right? We don't need our whole lives to be rocking and rolling like all the time, right? So I'm getting some very take it easy, enjoy the simple things in life kind of stuff for you this week, projector. Yeah, that's what I'm getting there. Okay, but let's take a look at the past. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. And I love the Wheel of Fortune because it reminds us that what goes up must go down. Okay, it reminds us that we can't stay on the top or the bottom. And this is in the past. Okay, so I'm getting a sense that a significant change has just happened or has recently happened in your life. And we're now kind of settling into it, right? Like you're being encouraged to with the contentment and the moderation cards, you're being encouraged to, okay, so we just went through something pretty big. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is a pretty big change. It's pretty great. And and you wouldn't have had like a choice about it. It's like, well, that maybe no, when we're in the kind of these numbers, the 10, like it's like something completed and then something changed. Okay. So something has recently changed in the past. And I don't know if it's good or bad. That'll be up to you. But basically, I mean, good or bad, challenging, you know what I mean? I hope so. Okay. So let's take a look at the present. Oh, interesting. Okay, so in the present, we have the 5 of Cups. And this is, again, so some people read this as a grief card, and it can be grief. So if you are experiencing some grief right now, I hear you, okay? It can be tough. But I don't really read this card as grief. So 5s are, again, about changes. So something has recently changed, and perhaps it hasn't felt good. Okay, so it doesn't feel good right now, and that is okay. Now the point with this though is that we've got 3 cups that are knocked over here. Okay, so we've got 3 cups that are knocked over, but there's 2 that are still standing. Now, this person is choosing to look at what they've lost rather than everything that they still have. Okay, so there's been a change. It's very clear. There's been a change, and currently you may be looking at it like it was a negative thing, but the mermaids and the fairies are telling you that it is not a bad thing, that actually what you need to do is turn around, take a look at these 2 and go, wow, okay? And then look, you can take this journey over the bridge to this new place over here, okay? So there's something coming, all right? And we're gonna find out what that is in a moment, but really this is about perspective, okay? So we need to take a look at these changes and take a look at whatever's happened and appreciate it, go like, okay, maybe it didn't look great on the surface, but where can we do next? Okay, so one of my best friend, actually, she was in this car accident, and it was her fault, but nobody was hurt, so that's good. And she was like, I can't believe it. There was a bunch of lessons that came out of that for her, that I won't talk about right here. But the main thing was that her car ended up getting written off, right? And she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I have to go to this, I have to do this, and I have to do this, and I have to do this, and I have to do this. And then what happened is, she ended up being able to pay off all of her, with the settlement that she got from the car, right? So let's say they gave her 10 grand, right, for the car. Instead of just putting it down onto a new car, she paid off her credit card debt with it. So great. And then she ended up getting a way better car that's aligned with what she wants and where she wants to be. So even though this car accident seemed like it was this really horrible, devastating event, it actually led to a series of things that made it better for her. Okay, so I feel like you're in that kind of space. Okay, this change seems like it's not good, but it's going to lead to something better. Okay, let's find out. Oh, okay. And that something better in the future is going to happen pretty fast. All right, so there's only a few timing cards in the deck. This is 8 of Wands. And again, 8s are about structure. Okay, so you're about to get some structure very quickly around this thing. I'm going to actually clarify that one too, but I'm going to shuffle for that. Okay, so so this change has happened, right? And you are being encouraged to find contentment and to be moderate within it. Something's going to happen really quickly though, and I would like to discover a bit more about that. Okay, Spirit, for our projectors, where is this change? What's happening next? Give us some clarity, please. You're not going to effing believe this. I love Spirit so much. Okay. Temperance. You saw me shuffle that, right? Like, I don't know if you could see me, but I was shuffling. Okay. I feel so connected right now. Okay. I just need a moment. Okay. So we are being encouraged to find that equilibrium. Okay, so there again, the answer here is to so the temperance is a card of moderation. Okay, it is a card of health. Okay, so so if you got some bad news about your health recently, okay, you are very or some challenging, I don't like the word bad. If you got some concerning things about your health lately, it's really important that you follow this moderation. So what's happening here is this angel is watering down the wine. Okay. So he's watering down the wine to make it less strong. Okay, so we've recently had some changes. Okay, and I'm going health. I don't do diagnoses or anything, obviously, but you need to do something quickly about this. Okay, so, but the thing is, it's going to lead to this contentment. Like you'll get settled with it. Okay, you're going to get settled with it, but you have to take a look. So in the present, you have to look at it from a different angle. Okay, so we need to start to release any sort of like negative feelings, denser feelings, emotions that you have around whatever has changed here for you. I still get blown away by spirit. Like, I'm so grateful right now, and I don't want to make this about me, but like, you know what you need to do. Okay, I'm going to end up with that. You know what you need to do, and when you do, it's going to, like, you'll be rewarded for doing this the right way. But don't wait, okay? Don't wait. It's time to be moderate. It's time to, whatever area of your life this is in, it is time to do it. And it's the right thing to do for your overall holistic health. Okay. Whew. Can't even. Okay. All right. That's what I've got for you this week, Projector. I hope you have a great week. Take it easy. Find out whatever you're going to be moderate with, and it's going to help you get back to that place of equilibrium. Okay, bye.